A warm welcome to Anuradha Vedic Astrology. Today we are going to talk about an interesting topic all of us are very interested on, and that is mantras. What are mantras? How do they help us? And how do we know if the mantra is going to work for us, or how do we know that we will be able to continue on with the mantra? But before that, a big thanks to all of you for liking, sharing and subscribing to our YouTube and Spotify channels and writing in your suggestions, your comments there. If you haven't subscribed to us, please do, and do remember to press the bell icon so that you can get the updates ASAP. Let's talk about mantras. What are mantras? Since time immemorial, ladies, men, all of us have been doing mantras, especially the Indians, because the mantras can be found in the Rig Vedas, they can be found in the earliest of the noted books that we have. They are sound. Mantras are sound vibrations, and their vibrations, their potency is so strong that they have the ability to change our aura and help us achieve lots in life. Most people in the past, in our Puranas, would do mantras with a lot of dedication, concentrated focus, and attain a lot in life. They became siddhas. Siddhas are those people who attain siddhis or such powers that can be really magical. Even in today's day and time, when a person is facing a lot of problems, they are assigned or they come to us and ask us if there is any mantra that they can do which can help them to tide over a period. Here I'd like to start with a thing of a disclaimer. Yes, mantras help us a lot. They help us to tide over a period, a bad period. They help us to achieve a lot of good things in life, luxuries, lots of things depending on the kind of mantra that we are using. But the main important ingredient to get anything in life is the karma. Mantras by itself would not get us the work done. Karma is an important factor. So along with the karma, if you are applying the mantras, then you will see a lot of effect can be felt with that mantra. Having said this, the fifth house is the house of mantra and mantrana in the chart, in the D1 chart. It's the fifth house through which you can understand the kind of mantra one can do. But we have to move on to the harmonics, or rather we have to move on to the Varga Kundali also, because the Varga Kundali or the divisional charts are the ones which give us specific areas of life, and in this case it's the D20 which lets us know about a devotion concerned, the kind of devotion and everything related to our devotion or aradhana or sadhana can be seen from the D20. Even in the D20, it's the fifth house which relates to the mantra shakti or the kind of mantras that we do. So if the fifth house of the D1 is afflicted, and consequently the fifth house of the D20 is also afflicted, it is seen that the person may not be able to continue doing the mantra for a long period of time. Why so? Because there will be a lot of obstacles there that will prevent you for the mantra to fructify and give you great results. Also, if the D20 lagna is also not very conducive, then a person may not want to do mantras, may not feel that devotional enough to move into doing the mantras. Again, if the fifth lord is sitting in a place of obstacle, then we can say that the person may feel certain obstacles that the person may not be able to do it, especially if it's the sixth house or the 12th house. We'll go into it. The kind of mantra that one can do can also be very well ascertained from the D20. Say in the D20, if like in Ramakrishna Paramahansa's chart, the 5th house is that of Gemini, which is again that of communication in itself, and there is sitting a Mars. The Mars we know is an aggressive planet, and his Ishta Devata was an aggressive Devi. She was Ma Kali, and he was always doing the japa, the smarana of Ma Kali. So here we see that there is a very strong connect between your Ishta Devata, the Devata that you love or you worship, and the D20 chart. And consequently, because it's Mars sitting in the 5th house as being the lord of the 10th house also, his work was his puja and his worship was his work. So that makes a lot of, where he cannot distinguish between his work and his deity. That's the kind of influence his deity and the mantra had on him. Now there's, as I said, that if the mantra, if this 5th lord goes and sits in a 6th house or with Rahu-Ketu, there is a lot of obstacle. The person may start his or her puja, but due to certain obstacles, a person may stop doing that puja. Or it may so happen that whichever planet the 5th lord is sitting with, you can also do that mantra. In the case that I just told you above, the person ended up doing the mantra of Ketu. Then there can also be a situation where the 5th lord is sitting in the 12th house. In such a case, the mantra will not be effective for you, but it could be effective if you do it for someone else. Or if you go and do it in a very secluded place, then the mantra may bring about a lot of effect in your life. Mantras are very potent, and you must have a full knowledge of the mantra that you are going to do, because only then will you prosper and only then will you be able to reach a good conclusion about the mantra that you are doing. So till we meet with you again, stay safe and do write in your technical questions about the mantra Shakti. Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.